Hey guys, it's me, PickleMC, back for episode 2 of our Minecraft 1.13 survival. If you guys checked out last episode, you know that we built a house, and if you didn't, you'll find a link in the description to the survivals playlist, and you can check out all the previous videos right there in that playlist. But let's take a look at what we have scrapped together here. If you're in Waffle Sticks Waystone Discord, you will have already seen this, but if not, here you go. You missed the spoilers, so you're good to go. We're going to go ahead and get some of these leaves out the way so we can pay attention to what we're doing. I have noticed some things on this world. I think it just comes back down to my computer being garbage, but I've just noticed that there's some block lag for some reason, which is something that you usually don't see in a single player world, but somehow I'm seeing it here. But anyways, so we finished up the house, and I think it turned out pretty well. I did get some suggestions from a couple of the Waystone members. I believe it was Leech and I'm wanting to say Buildmonger that suggested. They said that this part of the wall right here was a bit flat. Maybe if we added some banners or just something to add some depth to that bit of the wall, and we could even do something over here. I'm thinking maybe we could line some stairs like so across this part, just some upside down stairs to add a little bit of depth, and as well back here because this is terribly flat, so we could possibly lay some sandstone steps there and maybe even do a window or something up there. Same problem here. It's just too flat, so we got to figure something out. But anyways, I guess we might as well get into the tour of the place. So we'll come over here to our little workstation where we have our little wheelbarrow right off the bat. Kind of took up a good bit of our iron because we don't really have a lot of iron. But in here we just have like this little crate that carries our furnaces. And we've got this little workbench here, and we have this log that's hanging up. I'm not real sure. I thought it looked cool, but I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know why maybe they're drying out a log or something, trying to get the water out of it, possibly. Anyways, we just got this little workstation set up. You can just craft whatever you need to craft in here. And then in here we have some of our smelter stuff so we can get our furnaces going. We'll close this door. That's spoiler. We got a kind of living room here. I just put up a picture of a flower because, you know, you're out in the middle of the desert. They might want to look at the pretty colors of a flower, and we can just say that that's a painting. I didn't have the wool for a painting. But anyways, we have a little storage area in here. Nothing too drastic, but, you know, it supplies us with the storage we need. Up here I just put some trapdoors for decorational reasons. So we got the back door here. We might eventually do a farm back here is what I'd like to do. Just a small farm. They're out in the desert, but they're not going to be farming traditional crops like wheat and stuff. Instead they're going to be farming things like sugar cane and cactus. I want to figure out a way to have them farm sugar cane, but there not be any water because the water's kind of a scarce resource out in this desert. But anyways, and then we can come upstairs and check out our bedroom. It's a little cramped up here, but I think it turned out pretty nice still. We got just a little desk here, you know, pressure plate, whatnot, and then you have your bed up here with these two windows outlooking the desert and the future desert city. And then you come out to our balcony, which is nice and spacious, and I meant to actually put some chairs and stuff up here, but never did. That's okay. But I think today we're going to start off the episode by doing a little time lapse of sorts. I need to get more iron first off because we have one iron pick left, and I think I might have enough to make one more iron pick. Let's check in here. Yep, just enough to make one more iron pick. And hopefully I can take this bucket down with me as well and find some water. Because I'm just not seeing the water around here. Let's get rid of this log. There we go. I need to learn to use my number keys. But yeah, so we're gonna do some mining of the iron ore, and we're gonna do some mining of sandstone as well. Because I accidentally converted, if I can find it here, converted most of my stuff here into slabs and smooth sandstone. So we're running low on sandstone, and something I'd like to do today is establish a site for a mineshaft, because they have to be bringing in resources somehow. So I want to figure out a little area, possibly over here by these mountains, where they just kind of have set up a little encavement into the mountainside, to where they can go underground and mine and all that. And I think that'll be cool. We don't really have the stuff for rails and all that, but that's quite all right. But let's go ahead and make some tools, and then we'll be hopping right into the time lapse. So I'll see you guys then. So I needed some more spruce wood, but I kind of came along this savanna on the way to find some spruce trees. So I'm going to go ahead and get some acacia saplings, but would you know that this mesa is not far at all from our base, which is absolutely amazing, because I did get some recommendations to start throwing in some terracotta into our builds. So that might be something that we can do now fairly easily, and as well as the red sand. So, you know, we can do some different colored things and just, you know, throw more attention to things. When we have just that simple yellow and brown color mix, you're not really bringing a lot of attention to the builds. Now, I used the brown to kind of bring some highlights to the areas, but when you have a bunch of it together, like once we start building the town and whatnot, we're definitely going to have some issues bringing some you know, noticeability to that spot. We'll go ahead and kill that squid and get some ink sacs from that. That'll be useful. We also got some sheep up here. I'm going to run back and get some shears so I can get all that. And we're actually not too far away, so I should just be able to take you guys with me. I'm going to pull a quick nap, and then I'll cut and bring you guys back once we've collected all our stuff. Like I said, our goal for today is to get at least a location picked out and start sketching out some ideas for a mine shaft. I don't know if we'll complete it today or what. Didn't really have an objective going into this episode, which is something I need to definitely work on. But we're gonna try to get that done today. If not, it's fine. So definitely not too far at all from where we were, and we can actually go ahead and throw away some of this stuff that we've got. We'll just throw that in there, grab these shears, and then throw these logs away. And then I'm gonna head back out there. Like I said, try to find some spruce trees, and then I'll be back with you guys. Just exploring for trees, and I'm sorry if there was a weird audio glitch or something. I'm getting a lot of lag for some reason. But just exploring for something as simple as trees, you'll come across landscape like this, and it's just, oh, it's just amazing. But yeah, I thought I'd let you guys see this beauty of a Alright guys, so we're back from our little venture, and I've found an area where I'd like to locate our mine. As you can see, our home is right over there in that general direction, and over here is where we're going to have our mining operation. So I'm thinking that the mine entrance will be in this cliff face here, and then we're going to have, eventually I'd like to have like a smeltery area, almost like if you've ever played Skyrim, you know how they have those stone ore smelters that sit outside, and they'll have, you know, like little wood chopping blocks and just like different storage things for the ores and whatnot. That's almost what we'll have going on here. The problem at hand right now is figuring out how we want to do this, because the cliff face is made of sand. So, you know, we're going to have some issues. But I think if we can just get I'm wanting to say a 5 wide area planned out here. Something like this. I think that can be good for how we want to start this. And then let's I'm gonna run over there, get some building materials. All right, guys. So we made it back over here, and let's just get into building this thing. So originally we were planning 5 wide here. So I think what we'll do is make this 6 wide, or 7 wide, excuse me. So we'll just take one from each side here. Let's just get all this sand out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Absolutely. Okay, so for our gate idea, it's gonna have to be wider. It's gonna have to be wider because I want this to be 3 wide in between. So to get that, 1, 2, 3, bam, bam, like so. And then we're gonna need a gap and a sandstone. So let's do that. Let's get this settled. Get all this sand out of here. And once that's gone, we can start, not really a gate, but the entryway. And there goes our shovel. That's great. I think all we'll do today is just kind of plan out what our entrance is going to look like, and then we'll work digging the actual shaft itself off camera. But I did want to do this mine entrance on camera. I think that'll be a pretty cool experience. So I brought a couple things over here with me. I don't really have a lot of red sandstone, but this is one of the options that I've chose to go with. I could have swore I grabbed some of my smooth and chiseled. Don't know why I didn't, but I guess that's a good reason we brought a crafting table. So let's just make some slabs here. Make 12 chiseled sandstone should do, and then take that and make some cut sandstone. And then we'll come in and replace all these bottom ones with chiseled, like so. Voila. And then I was also going to try doing something like that as well, just lining the terracotta behind the sandstone instead of the red sandstone, but we will try this out, see how everything looks. Let's just get some cut sandstone. Where we got it? There we go. 1, 2, 3. That's not cut sandstone. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then 4, 4. Let's take, where's our chiseled? There we go. 5, 5. Like so. Let's get rid of this. Oh gosh, I'm an expert at building. Okay, so that is an option. I think I almost already kind of like the terracotta better, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and a chiseled on top. I think what eventually will happen is this will kind of arc, so it won't stay straight up like we're doing it. I'm just kind of doing this as a test, just to see how each of these looks. Because I can go back and get more red sandstone if I decide that looks better. But in my opinion, the terracotta looks better. I just think the smoother texture looks better overall. So we'll get rid of this. And then we'll get rid of a couple of these blocks up here, because we got to figure out how exactly I want to arc this. Let's go ahead and collect all our stuff here. Alright, cool. And then let's pillar up. Alright, so I guess what would make sense is if this came over like one, and then this would do the same perhaps. Now I see what needs to happen. I believe this needs to come up another one, like so. So yep. And then let's come up here, something like that perhaps, and then like that. I believe that's right. I didn't take this into a creative test world or anything, so this is just all right off the top of the head, trying to figure this out. Let's do, so we gotta come up one more on that, and then up like so. Pillar up some. Then we'll take our cut like that, and then so that allows for that one gap back there, and like that. So that's how that'll look. Let's take a back and look at it. That looks pretty neat. I like that a lot. So I guess now what would be happening is we line this part with terracotta. There we go, something like that. Bam, bam. Take that one out. Oh, I'm amazing at Minecraft, folks. There we go, like that. Bam, bam, and that's how that will look. So let's take a step back. Look at that. I think that's pretty daggone cool, and we'll go ahead and place some torches over here so we can see. Alright, so that's looking really cool. A lot of the depth just seems almost amplified because of the darker color behind the light. Let's see here. I guess the next thing I'd like to do is arc this out. So we would take some steps here. First we would just do our little archway there. I think I just prefer the steps on top like that. Yeah, I think that looks best. And then let's do some steps up here as well, possibly. And that will make that look really good. Yep, that looks pretty awesome. Let's come up here as well. Do some steps just to kind of give it that slope, that almost more curved slope, like so. That looks pretty dope. Indeed, indeed. Now I wanted to try to line perhaps like some spruce fence, just kind of in like these spots to kind of make it look like it's holding it up or something. Something like this. And then possibly go ahead and connect that there as well. Not a fan of that. That's fine. We can try some different things there. Let's try possibly putting stairs, upside down stairs there. That looks pretty good. That looks very good, actually. And then come in and put a torch up here, possibly. I almost wonder what it would look like if we did something like this instead of having those stairs there. If that'd look better. That very well might look better. Yeah, I like that. Maybe in these upper corners though, we can bring down some like chiseled sandstone to make a pretty cool effect. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. That's pretty nice. I like that. So there's more to do to this. And for some reason, it's not flowing in my head right. I don't know why. I can't figure it out. Okay, so I guess the next thing we could do is take these logs and come up like this, and then do almost a trace with the logs here. Like so. Yet again, just adding some depth over to the build. I think it should look nice. We'll see. Let's get rid of these. These will probably be replaced with spruce steps. Yeah, I think that it just kind of brings some more attention to the gate. The dark color just kind of negates the blending in with the mountain. You kind of get a better view of what's happening. You can see that there's a gate there. It's not just blending in with the mountainside any longer. So we'll go ahead and take that like that and do something like that as well. I think that looks pretty neat. So let's take some of our spruce steps here and just kind of do something like that. I think that looks pretty nice. You guys let me know what you think. And then we'll put some spruce steps there as well. I'm not a fan of all those spruce steps. Not all of them. I am a fan of some of them. So maybe if we do something like that there, so where it's one on top, one on the bottom, and then we can take some spruce slab. That doesn't look amazing. And then something like that perhaps will look a little bit better. And then take our slab just across like that. And I think that's interesting. You know, it's not something you see very much. I think it looks pretty good. I guess the next thing in line would be just kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of happy with it as is right now. It's kind of nice once this starts running back, which we would have. How would we have this run into the mountainside is my question. So possibly just right off the bat, take some like upside down steps like that. And so it would just go back maybe 10-20 blocks, however long it takes to get into that core of the mountain, and then take it back like that. And I think what will happen is we'll end up kind of warping this mountain around this a little bit, just to kind of make that blend in. But I'm going to check how long our episode's running, because that is the goal of today's episode. We got that done. So if we have enough time, I'm going to go over there and do some of the suggestions that were recommended to me on the house. I'm just going to kind of check the episode length and see. All right, guys. So we are past our episode time, and we're actually running at almost a 25-26 minute video. So I'm going to have to cut it here. We will work on the house next episode. Which, like I said, you'll be able to catch that episode on the 1.13 survival playlist, and you can find that link in the description. Click it up if you'd like. But anyways, guys, it's been me, PickleMC, and I'm out of here.